Alright, today we're working on a different kind of graph to show data in different ways. We're comparing data of different groups that we have to show how much each thing appears in a frequency. Very similar to the line plots that we did, it's just a different way of showing it. So today we're working with histograms. A histogram is a bar graph basically. It's going to display numerical data, and you can make a frequency distribution chart to set up for a histogram based on a group of numbers that you have. So right here we have an example of a histogram. It's the cost of different remote control airplanes. So they took a field of several different remote control airplanes that they looked at. 9 of them, because it falls right between 8 and 10, are in the $25 to $49.99 price range. 7 of them fall in the $50 to $74.99. 1 falls in the $75 to $99.99. 2 fell in the $100 to $124.99 price range. There were none of the ones that they selected fell between $125 and $149.99, and only 1 fell in the $150 to $174.99 price range. And the reason, basically you're going to find a set of numbers and you're going to have to set different increments. So right here they did basically a $25 gaps for each of them to see what they fell into. And they all have to be even. So you can't do like a $10 difference here and a $5 difference here. Once you set your increments, it has to stay the same. So we're going to scroll on down here, look at an example on the next page. And doing the frequency distribution is a little bit different. So basically what's going to happen here, looking at example 2, you have a set of numbers here. Based on this set of numbers, they made a frequency distribution chart right here that's going to help you. So what they're doing is they're going to start here, and they set their increments based on the numbers that they have. If you look around, the lowest number you have here is 108. The highest number you have here, I believe, is 382. So you know that your increments are going to have to span over that whole course. Well, if the box you have has 6 increments, then you can go by about a 50, a gap of about 50. So that will get you all the way up to 400 or to 399. So by doing that, they start marking off. They go, the first number, it falls in the 100 to 149, so you make a tally mark. You're not going to mess with the frequency number over here until you're completely done with all the numbers. So mark that out, put a 1 there. Go to the next number, 165, mark it out, it falls here. That's how this was completed. You do that for every single number in the group. So now they're wanting to draw a graph. So to do the graph, you're going to base it on the numbers that you're given here. Get my tools out. Sorry, I wasn't quite prepared there. So I'll draw the chart that they have. So how many fell between 100 and 149? It was 2. So it's going to go to 2. There were 7 that fell between 150 and 199. So we go right in between 6 and 8. Between 200 and 249, there were 8. Between 250 and 299, there was just 1. Between 300 and 349, there was 1 as well. And for 350 to 399, there was also 1. So this here is just a bar graph representing the data that you have in this frequency table from the set of numbers that you had up above. So that's all that we're doing today, just making these tables. So this is what the table ends up looking like, very similar to what ours looked like above. Alright, some of the questions that you have are going to require you to do all 3 steps. So we come up here, we're going to look at this set. It doesn't have increments set for us. It does have a chart made, which is helpful. So we're going to start off by looking at the data here. The lowest number that I see is 65, I believe, just spanning through here. So we're going to have to start at 65. The highest number we see is 97. So let's say or 98. There's 98 right there. So let's say we'll go by groups of 5. We've got 4 different. So if I go 65 to 70, 70 to 75, 75 to 80, 85 to 90, that won't get us to where we need to be. So we're going to have to go by tens. So we're going to say 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90, and 90 to 100 are going to be our increments, because that gets us up over the highest number and it starts us below the lowest. So we start with these numbers. So 72, it falls here, put a tally mark. 76, it falls here, tally mark. 81 falls here. 65 here. 97 here. 79 here. 94 is down here. 91, same spot. 80 falls here. Actually, this should be to 69, because they can't start on the same thing. This should be to 79. That should be to 89. And then we'll go to 100. Actually, we'll go to 99 there. I apologize for that. So that will actually erase one of our tally marks for this one. If I can get it to erase it. And it goes down here. Alright, 82 falls here. 96 falls here. 92 down here as well. 86 goes here. 91's down here. 92 here as well. 68 goes up here. 92 is there. 83, 72, 86, 98, 90, 83, 89, 88, 76, 85, and 97. Alright, so we're going to set them up on the chart here in our group. 60 to 69, 70 to 79, 80 to 89, and then 90 to 99. So there were, finish our frequency chart, there were 1, 2 there. There were 5 here. There was 10 here and 11 here. So set this at increments the same. So we're going to go, tally marks are going to range from 2 to 11. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to go by 2s. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So for this, we're going to go to the 2 line. Bring it down. For 70 to 75, there's 5. 80 to 89, there were 10. And for 90 to 99, there were 11. So this is basically all that there is to it. You're going to set up that you're going to take a set of numbers. You're going to make a frequency distribution chart based on it, and then a bar graph from that. And you also have to read a bar graph by saying how many fall in the 70 to 75 range, and you can just look at the bar graph and say 5, or the frequency table and say 5. So basically it's very simple. You're just trying to read different graphs and put data in different graphs. This will work really well for you if you go and end up working in a business or something like that and you're having to make a presentation and be able to show data in different ways. So this is something that you will use later in life. So good luck on it and get started on your lesson.